So the way that we decided to install the openings, rather than complicate it like a lot of people you might have seen on YouTube, we're treating this Connex box similar to a pole building or a pole barn with metal siding. If you were to add a window or a door to a metal sided building, we're flashing it the exact same way. So you can see your lip here. We've got Darren and Jason working on getting everything installed right now. But this will provide the watershed that we need so we have no water intrusion into the building without having to weld any angle iron or square tubing or anything along those lines that have potential to rust on the seams. If I turn around here, you'll see that the way we did it was we've got our flashing installed. We've got a backer rod right back here between the window and the flashing. And we've got our sealant on the other side of that. And what that allows is complete prevention from water intrusion in addition to all the flashing. Since this will not have siding on it, the side of the container is the siding itself. So you got to make it work with what you got. And we figured the best way was to treat this corrugated sided container as a corrugated sided pole building. So you can see we've got the studs turned and we've got the entire place framed untraditionally right here. This allows for more room considering we only have an 8-foot span in the box itself. And so this side's gonna have all of the yoga mat. Then we're gonna have about 4 feet high. Let's see if I can zoom out here. It won't let me. 4 feet high of more yoga mat. And that'll be yoga mat attached to some plywood, which we'll use cabinet hangers to hang it. Above that, we're gonna have our tongue and groove. And then on this side of the container will all be tongue and groove, including the ceiling. And you might be thinking, how are you gonna run electrical in here? Well, instead of drilling through a stud this way, we have spacing behind the studs, so that's an option. But I think we're gonna opt for bringing the Romex wire above, since we have about 3 or 4 inches of space above there. That 3 or 4 inches gives us enough room to put all the wiring and all of the fixture boxes, the electrical boxes. And then over here we're gonna have, since we're gonna have yoga mat 4 feet up, we're gonna put our electrical boxes higher up and run the circuit over. Put another one right here. Probably one down here. And then we'll have an outdoor porch light right out here somewhere. And then another receptacle box up here in the corner, and that will feed the string lights that run overhead the deck. And it'll attach to these poles here for this batting cage. And so we'll have shade sails and string lights. Shade sails and string lights covering the entire area to light up the deck and light up the batting cage, which is going to be awesome. So if I come over here, make sure I don't cut myself with this flashing. You see the guys have dug a trench here, and this trench runs all the way down around the slab, and it's going to run up to here. Here's where we're going to have an outdoor rated electrical panel, and then we're going to bring that conduit this way, come up into the panel, come back down and out for this circuit. And we're going to use Unistrut in an outdoor rated box with an outlet so the owner can install or use a pitching machine. We figured if we're going to run electrical in this entire Connex box or container, why make it to where the owner has to use an extension cord to use this pretty much permanent structure. So we'll probably dig this in a little bit further, closer over here, so the pitching machine can be wheeled in, plugged in directly with no extension cords. And then the owner might have us put a walkway from the slab all the way up and around so it's easy to wheel the pitching machine. So one of the big benefits of using a shipping container, storage container, is that you've got this slab here. You can open the doors and store all of your baseball gear, which is pretty neat. So that's kind of where we're at with the project right now. Sliding glass door went in just fine. You can see that the flashing is green. Connex is blue. Go Seahawks if you're a Seahawks fan. If not, I don't blame you. But the entire box flashing, the trim for the sliding glass door and the trim for the windows will all be a satin black, like a modern color satin black. Outdoor rated. Benjamin Moore, we're using some of their newer tests. We bought some testing cans of their newer paint for outdoor rated. So we're going to try that out on a couple panels, see how the finish is when it dries. But we'll just tape off all the glass and it'll be a satin black. And then we've got some reflective blue tint that'll go in on the inside of the windows. So we'll get a little bit of reflection off of this black box, have a nice blue mirrored tint. And then once the deck is ready to be stained, we'll pressure wash this, get it all stained a nice, probably a honey color or something along those lines to contrast with the black. So the project's coming along, definitely looking good. Guys have done a great job with the flashing windows, doors. So this is pretty much a dried-in structure now. After this is done, we'll be going into putting in all the electrical boxes and outlets where they need to be, and then run all the wiring. And then the guys can start working on the tongue and groove and covering up the walls. We're still waiting for the yoga mats. Once that comes in, we'll be able to do this half. And then this other side's gonna be carpet tiles. We'll probably do a live edge desk in there or something. I've got a TV ready to go up right behind this wall right here that'll be on an articulating mount that'll swing outward so people can actually watch TV. And then a Bluetooth outdoor speaker system to where people can be out on the deck, hitting some baseballs, having fun, and you know, enjoy some music, or even have the game on inside on the TV and then have the audio coming out here. So alongside that, another little Chinesium Amazon find. Everybody loves Amazon. We were able to pick up this deck lighting kit. They all have funny names for the Amazon products, but FNT or FVT LED. So these are an LED lighting kit for the deck. These are pretty cool. I'll probably do a video on this separately. But you drill your holes, you space your holes based on where you think you need lighting on your deck. And these will go straight in, drill your hole straight in. These are upfiring LEDs, and they daisy chain together. When you do that, you create a whole circuit of small deck lighting LEDs. And one of the big benefits is that this is Wi-Fi capable. So when it's Wi-Fi capable, you can actually change the color because they're RGB. It's got a Wi-Fi controller. It looks like they also have, see if it'll focus, regular RF and then a Bluetooth mesh system. I haven't seen that on Amazon, but 20 pieces. I think this kit was like 130 bucks. So a quick way, even if you have an existing deck, you buy something like this. You just drill your holes, space them. And then what's really cool is that if you need to extend the wires from the daisy chain, for example, let's say we want to put lights down here and the wiring from these lights don't reach that far, then you can buy, these are pretty standard 2-prong cable. You can buy extensions and T-connectors and not have to worry about splicing anything. It's pretty cool. So the Connex project's coming along. Get this to focus again. The deck is bigger than the square footage of the container, but I think that's kind of a cool thing. We're really happy with it so far. So back here, we're gonna have some poles and then aviation cable coming up to these poles up here. And then from there, we're gonna have shade sails hanging in between the aviation cables. And then we'll have string lights that follow the aviation cables and then surround the entire batting cage over here. So this whole area is gonna be pretty well lit up. Got some photocell capable porch light that'll be going in as well. So off during the day, on at night. And then the deck lights and the string lights will be connected to the same circuit via switch. So somebody can walk in, turn on the switch, turns on all the deck lights and the overhead string lights. It's pretty cool. Stay tuned. Of course, we're trucking along on this. Everything's going well. If you guys have any questions, any comments, let us know, and we'll be sure to answer them for you. So just like that, Jason Darren got this window in pretty quick. So awesome. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Like I said, if you have any questions, comments, if you have any other better ways of doing things, let us know. We've watched tons of videos on YouTube, just like you are right now, on how to do the flashing or install a window in a container. This is the simplest way. You frame it in on the inside, just like a pole barn, and then get your flashing done, cut up. We just ordered it from Columbia Sheet Metal locally here, and install it just like a pole building. Any other metal building, there's no problem with that. So once again, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day.